Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your number one soccer podcast in the land. This is Deb 3 TV. The name of the show is Pass and Move Podcast. Proudly brought to you by Deb 3 Media, Deb 3 Events team, and the Deb 3 studio. Today with me in studio, I've got Mr. Lunyalalo. I hope I said that right.
Yes, Lunyalalo, meaning Runyararo in Shona.
Oh.
Yes. Peace.
Lunyalalo.
Exactly.
Wait, what language is this?
Nambia.
Nambia.
Predominant in Wange.
Mr. Lunyalalo Ncube, you've heard for yourself. This is Nambia. Today we are speaking the language that I love. It's a developmental football. Mr. Lunyalalo, say, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I feel welcome already.
Nice one. You all dressed in suited. I can see that you're football administrator, if I got that right.
Yes, I do try.
You do try?
Yes.
But I don't think you're trying. I think you're doing the most.
Thank you for your humble acknowledgement.
You know, Mr. Lunyalalo, I always research about mostly Zim football. So I came across an article about Lwendulu. Hey, today, these are tongue twisters.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing it properly.
You are pronouncing it properly, although in its form is also a corrupted name. It's a Nambia word meaning Lwendulu was corrupted by wise to Lwendulu. Lwendulu means Ogwenyongo.
Lapha kuyafika. Lwendulu.
Yes.
Meaning Ogwenyongo.
Yes, where you see Wange was a hunting area.
Okay.
So when hunters would to finish their hunting, they would dress and wash their meat in that small stream which was called Lwendulu. Ndulwe is pancreas juice in Ndulu. So that's why they would clean their things. So the stream of pancreas.
I hope after this episode I'll be fluent in Nambia.
Definitely.
So, talk to me about Lwendulu Football Club. I heard it was formed in 2025.
Definitely.
What was the reason behind the formation of Lwendulu Football Club?
Yeah. Thank you for that opportunity for me to explain. No, it was an interesting scenario. You know, most people in Wange are die-hard fans of Wange Football Club. So you see, our football club was not doing well. People realized that it is the developmental side and the changes, the dynamics in football that's happening, and the need for the community to do something, and the prevalence of drug abuse in the town. So we sat down as town elders and the academics to form a club. Hence, we decided to form Wange Football Club, which is wholly funded and run by the community members.
Lwendulu, not
Lwendulu. Lwendulu is a township.
Okay.
In Wange, it's the major township amongst other townships. So in Lwendulu, that's where we only lagged in terms of a professional or a club, a developmental club. Mm-hmm. You would see that another township, Cinderella, has got Black Rock. Madumavisa, we've got Madumavisa Classics and Kidnets. Makwik, I've got Makwik. So Lwendulu didn't have. Hence we sat down and formed a club.
Oh, so Hard Rock is
Cinderella. Not Hard Rock, Black Rock.
Oh.
Black Rock
coached by Mthulisi Maphosa.
Yes, definitely.
So asibambe kuhle singayiphambanisi.
Yes.
I-Black Rock nge-Cinderella. It's a township.
It's a township ewange kwampa.
So each township has got its own team.
Yes.
But Lwendulu was lagging behind.
Yes, because of the fact that Wange Football Club is based in Lwendulu.
Wange Football Club is based in Lwendulu.
Yes. So people thought maybe Wange was the mainstay of Lwendulu.
Okay.
But now we thought a community team would do well, because we've got a lot of youth that were lying idle. So we sat down and formalized ourselves, came up with a executive team and then a board team, and then we looked for a technical team, and then we started bringing players together, and then we affiliated to ZIFA. We are registered now. We are a club.
Was the process easy, or it was the process of getting the team together and registering it too? Because I understand you are now playing you're playing Division 2.
Yes, definitely. We're playing Division 2. The process wasn't easy. What made it easy for us in the end, or for us to see the light at the end of the tunnel, is having former Wange Football Club players assisting legends. And
namely, if you can.
Yeah, David Peary was assisting with information and on how to do things. And then we have got Clement Shoko. He's a legend in Wange, although he never played for Wange, but in the local leagues, he was one of the best left back ever.
Okay. He played for?
He played for Iwisa Football Club. He tried for Wange, but he was one of the best ever to be produced. But he only existed during the time when Wange was bustling with talent. So it was difficult.
It was difficult for him to make.
But he was one of the best. So those are the people that engineered this. Then we only came as academics. Being a sports scientist, it was easy for me to gel in. First, I was in the executive team that brought things together. Then they moved me to the board, where I am now as the board's chair of board secretary.
Also the spokesperson.
Yes, also the spokesperson of the club.
Okay.
Yes.
The process itself of, you said you also managed to find the technical team.
Yes.
The process of now, because the team was founded in 2025.
Yes.
Then the process of finding the players to be part of the Lwendulu. You also spoke about drugs.
Yes.
How was that process? Because
that's the tricky one.
Imagine you keep abafana kunjengo.
Yeah, kunzima. What we did is our first backbone was to go to the basics, the school.
Okay.
We looked at our largest school in Wange, Lwendulu, which is Wange High School. There's a young man who assists Wange High School in terms of football. So we automatically took him. We knew that by bringing him in, automatically the players come. And all the players that played for Wange High School that were not attached to any club, they automatically fell in our hands. We're fortunate on that one. We found ourselves having a team automatically with about 31 boys at our disposal.
Oh, those are the ones that came through.
Yes.
You started off with the trials, or
we didn't even trial. What really happened is that we just invited those boys in anticipation of trialing, but they came to register.
Okay.
All of them.
How many did you register?
31 first.
Division 2, how many players?
Division 2.
Division 2.
35.
35.
Yes. And then
so you just automatically registered the 31 that came.
That shows you the talent that is in Wange.
I'll register amaqaba boy.
Aye.
Phela ngakubuye 31 little register 31.
What was happening is we were fortunate. Wange juniors were trialing this week.
Oh, okay. On the very same week that
yes. Then the following week we were putting our house in order. Those that failed to make a grade there found themselves with us. And fortunate enough, the bulk of those players were playing together at Wange High School. So it was a team already there available. And then they are the boys that we know in the hood. We know they are talented and so forth. So we took them aboard. We've been together since.
I understand it's a team made up of mostly youngsters.
Yes, our average age is 17 years, 16 years, thereabout. So we're dealing with teenagers. It's highly developmental.
The league of the Division 2 league, when did it commence? Now I'm trying to find the time frame when you guys formed the team and you started. Maybe
I can't remember really well, but what I know is we formed the club 3 months before.
Or 3 months before.
Yes,
that's the time frame that I wanted to find out.
Yes, what we were doing is we started maybe way back with meetings, trying to put ourselves in order so that when we go to the boys,
the foundation is
laid. So we managed to do that. And then 3 months we've tried to formalize the technical side of things. Then we had to put a technical team headed by a Wange former captain and one legend, Brian Njov.
Brian Joe, hey,
So
one of my favorite defenders.
very good defender.
Does he still have the dreadlocks?
No, now he's yeah, he's the technical man in charge of the coaching department, all the technical aspects, and then managed by one of our, or can I say, a legend in the local league called Magenga. Shepherd Magenga is the one who manages the club. Then we have got a long-serving a player for one Iwisa Football Club that was in Wange, well known in Wange, Martin. He also assists, but the one coaching now is a young man whom we are grooming. He's been dealing with the teenagers, so we thought we'd give him, is Farai Moyo. We thought we'd give him that opportunity of coaching, so we've been supporting them. So things have been well for us so far.
So far,
yes.
How is the team?
The team is performing well, considering the age and the experience that the boys are still lacking. We're on the mid-table now as we speak.
Okay.
With the healthy points, we have accumulated home wins a lot, and then on the road we have got a few and draws. But we are doing well considering the lackluster opponents that we have. We have been doing quite well.
How is the competition? How is the league itself? How is
it? Is highly competitive. It is highly competitive. Remember, we are dealing with a mining setup where yes, so it's very competitive. You find some players who have season who play in D2, the next season are playing in D1 or in the Premiership, the next half of the season. So that's how competitive it is. You are playing with former PSL players in some of the
teams.
Yes, you have Paramani Tobe, once played for Wangen Dynamos. He plays for Mpumalanga Chiefs.
Is Mpumalanga Chiefs is part of
the D2 league in Wange. Mpumalanga is a township in Wange.
So in each and every township
there's a club.
Yes. And this is what I'm learning from you.
Yes. Roton has got a club also. There's a Roton township. ZPC township, they have got a club also. So another township at Mpumalanga Babab, there is another club. And then St. Mary's semi-rural, they've got a club, Super Dick.
So, Mr. Lunyalalo,
yes, sir.
What's the ambition of Lwendulu Football Club?
Is to be a leading developmental site in Matabele and even in the country. We want to foster and nurture talent and give the youngsters a platform to shine and do bigger things. Because we don't want to work on the field only. Next season we'll be working even off the field with them, like team building, financial prudence and investment and so forth. We want to manage them through and through so that they can manage themselves to make to produce a wholesome player who can fit in the national system. So
you started with Division 2?
Yes.
With the youngsters, age 16, 17, that's the average age.
Yes.
That you said. Do you have other, maybe the juniors?
Yes, we are running a junior team, which is coached by one of our junior coaches. As we have players as young as grade 1.
Is it an academy or is it?
We started off as a football club, but we are realizing that we are running like an academy. We didn't want to be contextualized as an academy. You know, most of academies are soccer mercenaries, out for money. We want to look out for players. So
I like that one, soccer mercenaries.
Yes, the thing is that what brought us together is we were brought together by the quality of culture that resided in Wange in the 70s, 60s, 90s, and 80s, where quality players were produced. It was that culture of family. You know, in Wange, we almost know anyone. We know each other. It's a small community. And then we know where talent is. We know how to foster it. So it's unfortunate that people that were running things were not born and bred in Wange, so they could not understand the culture. Now we want to infuse it in in our own way.
They're bringing back
Yes, they are bringing back that culture.
That culture.
Even the way Wange Football Club used to play is different from how they play now. So we want to start it down. You know, I'm sorry, I'm going to do name dropping.
I don't think that's a problem.
Yes,
we love it when people name drop.
Yes, we had a progression of players that would see growing up. You know, there was no stratified system, but the societal and cultural system gave birth to great players. I'll give you like Method Manjale. He stayed close to the soccer field. He would go and play for juniors in paper. Yes. Watch him play there as graduate to play for Power Dynamos, the junior club, for Rufaro, and then Rufaro Football Club, and then Wange Football Club. The culture and the nature of the way football was played it was exactly as Wange was playing.
Okay.
So it was an ephemeral channel to get to Wange Football Club.
So the Lunyalalos were fitter teams to...
Yes, to Wange Football Club. Yes, the Wange College Company used to run a league, a social league or developmental league called WAFA. So that was how we envisaged. We knew who is who through that. That's what we want to try and bring.
Now you want to nurture the other Method Manjalis.
Yes, okay. Definitely.
I get the point. You say you don't want soccer mercenaries, as you rightfully put it. There are people who are out there for man, but you guys, you want to develop. So the project itself, is it a fitter team also to Wange Football Club, or is a project whereby you want to see the players develop, then at the end of the day, what happens? Maybe the team goes to Division 1, then Premier Soccer League. So what's exactly the...
We want the system to benefit the players first. If going to Wange Football Club is to their benefit, we will make sure they go there.
Not for free, though.
Not for free. Yes, yes. What we want to do, we don't want to behave like mercenaries.
I was getting into that.
We are grateful for Wange College Company for some of the resources that we use are theirs for free.
Oh, okay.
So we don't want to make it hard for the boys to find their way to Chipangano. But we want it to be beneficial, not detrimental to the boys as they go to Wange Football Club. But if an opportunity arises that a boy needs to go to South Africa whilst coming from Lwendulu United, then so be it.
Oh, right, Islanders Football Club.
Yes, like Islanders is like a sister football system to Wange.
Okay.
It's easier for somebody in Wange to be comfortable at Highlanders than elsewhere in the country.
We see Brian...
Yes.
Mlochwa,
yes. So such instances, we cherish them. So our forecast is developing the athlete first. When the player is good, and then they need to move, so be it. If the team is performing well, it needs to go to Division 1, so be it. But we don't want to run away from our mandate of promoting these young guys and developing them and mentoring them into proper sports people. Okay,
I get you, Mr. Lunyalalo. Then let's talk about, because we all know running a project, especially a football project, it needs finances.
True.
You say it is a community-based team.
Yes.
How are you guys managing to finance the...
It's a bit of a problem. We don't have a financier. It's from our pockets as administrators, and well-wishers support us if they manage to. That's why I was saying we don't want to be too ambitious to say we want to go to the Premiership. We know the financial side of things, so it's better being development. Remember, we are not paying these boys. We are paying them back by making sure that they are active, they are given proper coaching and so forth. For now, we don't have any partner who has financially partnered with us. We only contribute as board of directors and executives and make sure that the guys go for soccer matches, we buy kits and so forth.
Yeah. So in terms of, you say the boys are not getting paid, but we know at the end of the day, soccer is now a business. soccer is now work to these boys. They know, they see. For example, we talk about Brian Loja.
Yes.
He's working for Islanders.
Yes.
He's getting paid.
Yes.
Maybe to some of the boys, that's their role model. They're looking up to people like that.
Definitely.
How are you handling that situation? Because these boys, they talk. They're playing Division 2 football. They're playing with opponents who are getting paid.
True. What we did is I looked at the sports psychological side as a sports scientist, and tried to talk to them for them to see where we are going. And then we didn't want to give them fake promises or build castles in the air. We showed them the palatable situation and what's happening, what's obtaining even in other clubs. And they are witness to most Division 2 clubs that they're not being paid. And so we didn't use it as an excuse for not getting them financed. We just told them this is a project that is on the inception. We might get partners along the way, but the first thing that we look at is your upkeep when we get a partner. So it's in the pipeline. It falls upon me to design a financial package that is suitable for the boys.
I saw an article where Mr. Clement Rambo Majulu Kwashoko, who's based in Cardiff, donated something to the team, and he's been also chipping in with a few things, maybe finance. How critical or
that's the most important thing, because he is the board member UK. There are 2 board members based in UK.
Nice one.
There's Clement Rambo Shoko, and then there is Karen Manjale. They are all based in UK. They chip in. So it so happened that Clement gave us a consignment of a kit, and then we have members based in the America. We have got Nation Dube's son who plays college football in America. He also gave us something and borrows, so he promised to. Those are our benefactors.
Okay.
And so we contribute almost $10 or $5 per weekend for a match. So Clement and Karen are the perennial people that give us something for the matches to take place.
Big up to yourself, Clement and Karen. We need such people. We need more, actually.
Yes. Even all the board members, you find that the team manager gives us his combi at free, and then the vice chair, the board vice chair, also the vehicle, water, and the local businesses guys that are local, they give us water when we go out. So that's how we've been surviving.
It is indeed a community.
It's a community thing. Yes.
I like what's happening right there in Wange, because in Wange, you see, we've got Wange, ZPC.
Yes.
Right now, we don't have a team in the Premier League.
Yes.
So if you guys get it right, maybe find these boys.
Yes.
Maybe one day the team. But you said you're not ambitious.
We are not.
For now,
we are aware of our capabilities.
My worry is maybe the boys, they get motivated. They end up maybe winning games, and
they are motivated and they are winning.
One day you see the team is in number 1. Are you going to sell the franchise like what that team ZPC?
We don't want to mention names.
But we all know what happened.
We know what.
We now have Moz.
We know. As a sports scientist, I want to guard against such things. It becomes normal to say the bad normal of saying we are playing to sell franchises. In the end, if you do that, who benefits is us as administrators, not the boys.
Not the boys, yeah.
So this project is for the boys and for the community. The community should somehow be the major stakeholder. If the community feels that we need to be in the Premiership, and then resources are put together, I think that won't be bad. But we know for now that we don't have the financial muscle. If, say, we are performing well, and then our sister club is not doing well in the Premiership, we can loan the young boys to go to the Premiership, and then some.
Because things happen, eh?
Yes.
You see the boys performing very well.
Yes.
You are not looking maybe to go into division.
That's what
then
happens.
You see the team is now number 1.
Yes, that's what happens. We will stay there. We'll try and look for partnership, because it won't be fair for the community who would have supported us through and through, and the boys. We have to be professional enough to be prepared for such eventualities.
I'm just happy that you are chipping in with finances as the administrators, and also you've got beneficiaries who are based outside the country who are also helping the team. Because I know I've heard stories about football teams who don't have money for transport. True. They don't have money for referees. True. We've got one similar incident. I know yes. About Ajax.
Ajax, yes. Yeah. Donating points now.
Ish.
That's not what we are looking for. We don't want to be over ambitious. We want to know our financial parameters. We do what we can possibly do, and don't shortchange the boys and the community. If ever there's need that for us, we call the community and sit down and spell out the problems that we're having, so that if we make a decision, it's informed. They can still continue us at which level we are. I think that's the way, engaging the community.
Because at the end of the day, you may be producing better players for maybe many teams across, like what Ajax did.
Yes.
It was a team that was producing, or maybe, I'm so sad I'm speaking about.
Yes.
What's happening
to... It is sad. I think it all falls back to planning. Realistic and smart objectives will assist, so that you don't have a heartbreak. Your brand is supposed to be 5 years from now. That's when we can talk of, say, Premiership. But from now up to the 5th year is developmental side, and then we are putting our house in order. We're becoming a system that even when funds come, they can be accounted for. It doesn't take 1 day for us to be financial frugal. It takes time to develop systems. So we have to be smart in our objectives to say that in 5 years' time we can be a force to reckon with. That's when we can talk of Premiership. But for now, wholly developmental, so that our breeding ground is set.
I like maybe the way you are putting it, that you've set your objectives, you know what you want, and you're not jumping the gun.
Yes.
You're firstly building. You're barely, maybe not even.
We are not even 7 months.
7 months.
Yes.
Just imagine. But
yes,
we are making strides to maybe. We are making strides to better direction, like maybe better than the team that have been there before. You're correcting those mistakes that those teams would have made. I'm glad, because I love developmental football. I love, because if you can check across the country with developmental football, there's not so much that's happening.
Yes, you see, I would say this: if you don't have developmental structures or system, it will also force you not to do development in terms of infrastructure.
Yes.
If you have developmental structures in terms of athletes, even stadium you'll be forced to develop them, because you need the breeding ground. That's why we find ourselves with no homogenized stadiums, because there were no structures down there. It's only for matches only. Saturday, Sunday is done.
That's the problem.
So if you have a developmental system, if you put a developmental plan, you realize that it talks of infrastructure. If you borrow from the government, they've got what they call SDG plans. There's infrastructure, there's human resources. It's there. It's that people are not tapping into it. So that's what I only did. I went to the SDG, government, infrastructure development, and human resources. That's why we tapped in the young guys as the human resources going forward. Drug abuse and infrastructure is our next stage that we are going to go.
For now, which grounds are you using for training and matches?
We are using a dusty ground. It's a school stadium. It's a Wange High School stadium called Emangcwabeni there.
Even the name itself says it all.
Yes.
It's Kwakwa for sure.
It's Kwakwa. So with the partnership, I'm just putting a dossier down. that if you get partnership, we lay lawn and dray a ball. I realized that it's not an expensive venture, as people would like to think.
You've mentioned something that's critical. You yourself are a sports scientist, eh?
Yeah.
You know, maybe the know-hows of grooming these boys, because today's athletes really, we need sports scientists into.
True.
Yeah. How is this structure of your technical team? Do you have maybe psychologists? Because we've had players.
Yes, we what happens in Zimbabwe now is not appreciating those scientific aspects of football.
But it's very key.
It's very key. Yes, we have somebody, but now they've left Wange for a while, who is a physiotherapist who was dealing with that and doing some sports psychology there. So we also want to do that. There is a gentleman who does sports game analysis. So he's a teacher by profession, but he's not based in town. So I've robbed him in to start working soon, so that the coach is aware of what is happening. He just finished a course in game analysis.
Okay.
So he's the one that I'll be roping in. That's the way forward that we want. We want him to deal with each and individual player, give them feedback so that they get it at that level.
Yes.
Then the coach also be able to tactically analyze information as given by the analyst. So that's my plan so far. And then I'll proffer a special diet for the athletes.
But it's difficult with this economy.
That's why we didn't do it. I thought of it, but I thought it would be difficult because you cannot monitor what they eat
at home.
Yes, we are not paying them. So next season is a plan of mine to come up with a partner who is going to be able to give us at least 2 meals a day, which we can control. That when they come for training, they have their breakfast, maybe lunch. They can eat whatever they want to eat in the evening at home.
Won't that maybe affect when they go at home, they eat something?
Yeah, it will, but we would have put a foundation, the basis. What I'm worried about is not what they eat, it's the mentality of knowing what I must eat and what I mustn't eat. When they get $20, they think of buying vegetables instead of meat. When this week they've been told to eat vegetables for recovery purposes. So such things that we want to teach them and do so that they learn, because people learn by appealing to 2 senses, seeing and hearing, then they are done.
I like that. We talked about the issue of drugs.
Yes,
we know it has been
that's an Achilles in Zimbabwe now.
Yeah, every society.
Yeah,
we've heard that.
Yeah, it's there, Nwanga.
How have you managed maybe to get these boys out of?
I would like to say from my own research, I realized that during COVID, that's when the prevalence of drug abuse rose. The boys didn't do anything. But I know that a young mind, when kept busy, they think less of evil things.
True.
So we've made sure that they train regularly, and the times that they have for resting is just minimal. When they train, they come at 2 and leave the field at around 5. They're tired. Tomorrow it doesn't wake up moving around.
True.
They're tired. So that's why. And then education. And then we reprimand those that we know that they're abusing. We reprimand them. We don't chase them away. We find a way to reprimand them. And I talk to them, and the coaches talk to them
for rehabilitation.
Because if you chase them away, we have not solved anything. But I'm glad we haven't found any cases of malicious drug abuses, or it has been alcohol for some time. But we have managed to curtail that issue.
Now let's get to the players.
Yes.
Have you seen maybe a next method Manjali?
Yeah.
From your
yes. You know what? The challenge has been that the creme de la creme had gone by the time we started.
Oh, okay.
But we are seeing flashes of brilliance from our young goalkeeper, and then we have got 16 15, 16-year-old.
You can name
Center
him.
half.
You can name him. Or you're afraid of the mercenaries.
Yes. The young man plays week in, week out. I think it's Form 3 or so. It's 15 going to 16.
Okay.
He's short, but is something else. The composure, everything.
It's goalkeeper.
He's a defender, center half.
Oh, okay.
He's just a marvel to watch. So there is a striker again, who plays very well, scores week in, week out. So the other one, we had a left back, a right back. Last time I was told some big club has taken that boy, so I don't know what's happening. When I go back to Hungary, I'll find out.
Already?
Yes. So
already you've got someone.
So people we are under a microscope because the system is working.
It shows that you are doing something right.
So we are almost there. We have the next generation of players, especially down there at the junior level. We are blessed.
Is it you said players from as early as
grade one?
Grade 1.
Yes. You can imagine the talent that is there, because that's where we have control now.
Okay.
So knowing that next season we'll be having raw talent that hasn't gone anywhere.
So in total, how many players do you have at Lwendulu?
We have got
including
the juniors. I think we would go up to 90 or something or so.
Yeah.
Because there's the juniors there. He has got so many.
That's quite a big number.
And then we have got almost about 35 to 40. And then he has got groups of young fellows that train every day.
Okay, away from this topic, let me take you to maybe a bit of a small controversial issue.
Okay,
there was the under-17 national team that played the COSAFA.
Okay.
I heard that there was provincial selections.
Yes, I went one of the weekend when they were doing a provincial selection, because I was a resident at Wange High School, so I just went in the morning when they were doing the Wange chapter. I was still a teacher in one of the schools, so one of our students were invited.
Okay.
So I went to watch the selection.
Yes, I wanted to find out the process. Maybe some of your players from Lwendulu were part of this selection, or
they were there. What happened is most of them came through via schools. So because the idea was schools have got better records in terms of age, so they were about 6 of them.
Okay.
Being invited to go through, but in the end, the people that who came to the fold of the final, there were 3 or so guys. Then none of them made into the national team. So that's a story for another day.
Let's finish it. You know what? Because we in our episodes we talked about this issue.
Yes,
we're worried about the developmental side of football
to say
in the country.
To say the least, the young fellows would come and say, but I say the person that was selected ahead of me, I played better than him and so forth. But I said, you know what, this is the beginning. Because this thing, I think it was lobbied, that you cannot just pick. If you look at it closely, the players that were taken, they were somewhat retained from the previous assignments. So the system was okay on its inception, but at the end, now
you see what we're talking about. This is the very issue that we're talking about. So you'll find that maybe the best players were left from those selections.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a polarized situation in our nation, whereby the people that matter does not have the voice. The people that do not matter
exactly my point. Exactly.
So it's difficult. Some of us, we do this not out of passion only. We do it out of study and academics and so forth. We understand how things should go. We are right now at national level operating at 1980, 1999, the way we are doing things.
Exactly what the president said. Makwizi said we're 20 years behind.
Yes.
But yet Pasamuvu said we're almost 30.
You see?
Because you guys deal with the youngsters.
Yes.
My worry was, even if you look at the technical team, the coach himself does not coach junior football. You understand?
Yes.
So, but we've got guys like yourself who are angry. You know how to deal with youngsters.
Exactly.
But when you look at the criteria of choosing, then they come up with maybe a flawed system instead of involving people who are already dealing with. That was our worry. That's why I said, let me find out from you guys who are dealing with the youth. How was the selection process?
It's our worry too, because we know that it's a first saver to just go around the provinces and do that, knowing that the boys
at the end of the day, no one is going to be paid.
Yes, maybe it's that we are nostalgic. You remember when the Dream Team was doing well, it was a well representative.
Exactly.
It was on merit. Now you can tell that this guy, how is he playing for the national team?
Maybe let's talk about the soccer mercenaries that you did not want to mention.
Yes.
Is it the issue of agents
and money
being involved in the game?
Yes. You see, what we are trying to want to skip stages, want to be like England, and then we are taking the quick route, not doing the correct thing. I will have you understand one thing that we are lacking technically. There's no way a professional side in the Premiership or Division 1 cannot have tags for their players, a software to check how he is running and performing at this level. Even the national team, we can't afford to do that. And then we cannot have a development system or this national junior system that does not move in provinces, or when Nash games are happening.
Yes.
We don't have a shadow system in all districts that when the Nash meet, that's where players are.
Exactly.
They are there.
You're speaking my language.
Yes. Now. So that's where the problem is. We want to be there at
the top, yes.
We know that FIFA gives us money to do those things.
You get me?
So that's the challenge of understanding sports marketing and management.
Yeah.
If we follow the statutes of sports management and administration, we have the knowledge in Zim. We just don't use
implementing.
Yes,
implementing. I like the way that you say when you are speaking about Lwendulu, that the structure of the executive, the board and stuff is already the foundation is solid. Then when you go to the boys, when you do things the right way, the team will succeed at the end of the day.
You don't have hassles. You know who is doing what at what time. Right now I only get reports only on we're traveling this weekend, we're playing this is what we have amassed, we're missing this. I don't get involved. So but if I'm the board member, executive, technical, it means something
it won't work.
It won't work.
Yeah. Yes. We've talked about a lot of things. I'm just super excited speaking about the development side. Lwendulu Football Club, you said you're not in a hurry.
Yes.
To go to Division 1. You're just now building the foundation. You're staying. How many years do you want the team to, maybe from your own perspective?
5 years, we would have proper things.
So you want the team to stay 5 years in Division 2?
Yes. According to sports science, you cannot have a big club in 2 years. It's highly improbable.
But Mr. Ncube,
I know where you want. that one. Let's leave it there. There's a difference between a team and a group of players brought together. That's a big difference.
Okay. Yes. I'll leave it. So 5 years, we're staying 5 years in proper. We're doing proper things.
If we do it correctly, or it's only 3 years.
Let's say maybe the Clemencies and Nation to be son, they become bingers and say, guys, we're going for the jugular now. We want to go to the PSL. Are you ready for that?
No, as a sports scientist, I will not allow that. I will stick to my guns and say, let's develop systems that will not be detrimental to us.
I like this guy. Well, I think we let people do proper things.
Yes,
in the country.
What I don't like is like what I'm seeing at Highlanders and Dynamos. Why our big clubs are still there is because they are big brands, but this technical aspect is lacking. So we don't want to fall in the same trap. We don't want soccer to be a money thing. We want it to be a proper thing. You know, I follow English clubs. The community clubs remain community clubs. What they do is they create shareholding system.
Yes.
Business people come and put their money, but the structure remains community. They are answerable to the community with their money. If they are not happy with them, they kick them out with their money.
You know, we're talking with some of my friends. They were surprised when I told them that, do you know that Real Madrid is a community team?
Yes, Real Madrid is a big community club.
Some people, they don't know that Real Madrid is a
Newcastle is a community club.
You understand? So if you put, as you rightfully say, if you put the systems proper, back to Lwendulu, 5 years, Division 2, then where to, what next?
And then the onus is on us as board members now to look for proper financial avenues to resource the club, to look for the eventualities of growing as a club. Because the community is starving in terms of entertainment of soccer, so they would want to see the brand becoming big. So my task is to grow the brand first. When the brand is big, it can handle the pressure of premiership.
Have you started maybe having like replica jerseys, like what Kwanda Pirates is doing?
No, that's next season.
Oh, okay.
This season we're putting our house in order. So this half of the season, I'm now starting working on exactly what we need as a club in terms to make money. We haven't officially launched the club, you know that?
No, I don't.
So we haven't. So I want us to officially launch it at the end of the season.
Oh, okay.
Coming up with products that will be selling to people.
Okay.
The bigger product that we are selling is the emotional product, the club itself. If people are emotionally attached, we have sold one of the biggest product to them. Whatever we come with them financially, they will pay. So we wanted to create an emotional package, which we have successfully done so far.
Okay. Hey, good luck with that. I know it's not easy.
Yeah, it
as
is.
you rightfully said, it's not easy, but with proper plan, proper structure,
Yes.
I know it's achievable.
Yes, we know where to appeal.
Yeah. I know, Mr. Ncube, you're a man who has many heads.
Thank you so much.
I think we've done justice to Lwendulu Football Club.
Thank you so much
But
for the opportunity.
There is also there's something else before we move on to the next topic, because maybe we will not have exhausted.
No, not really. The only thing that I can say is invite us again for another, maybe with our coach and the captain.
No worries.
So that
maybe we can always come down to Wange and have a seat and see the team.
Yes, that would be great for you.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think I'll talk to the guys. I'll talk to the crew
so
behind
that you see things happening.
We've done that. Before the season started, we went around Bulawayo. If you can check, we've got episodes where we went around. We talked to Zebra Revolution. We went to Ajax just to see how things are going. Before whatever happened,
We want you to have a record of how unfancy things are for now, so that when we get to another level, you can track our movement.
Yes. If everything is in order, we'll come down to Wange and see for ourselves.
Definitely.
As I was saying, you wear many heads.
True.
There is something that we talked about before we went on air.
Okay.
The athletics.
Yes. As of now, I'm the administrator for Wange Athletics Club, owned by Wange Colliery Company Holdings.
Okay.
Yes, so I do everything for the club, planning and executing and everything, and races for them.
I hear there is something big that's happening on the 30th of November. Definitely.
We have our inaugural Kamandama Memorial Marathon happening. Kamandama.
What's it?
Let me give you a brief background. Kamandama, yeah. You see, in 1972, Wange was plugged in a deep, a horrific accident.
I once heard about that. Where the miners were trapped.
472 miners died when there was a methane gas explosion underground, and they were trapped underground. They were entombed there. So there is always a commemoration. It's always on the 7th of June, because it happened in 1972 on the 7th of June, at around 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So we mooted an idea to commemorate that by putting on a international marathon. So I've been tasked to run it. I'm the race director. So I've been working on it. It's supposed to be a 12 months plan, but I started planning it in June. It's happening on the 30th.
Will you succeed though?
I have to.
Considering that it was a 12 months.
Yes, I have to. For it to start, I have to.
Okay.
And then so the next it goes big.
So this is the first one?
This is the first one of its
okay.
kind.
Yeah.
And then on this Friday, we're having a launch of the marathon in Hwange at the Colliery Stadium. But what we're lacking now is the participation registration. So we'll be rolling out registrations for athletes that want to participate.
Is it open for?
I
see the guy.
It's open for everyone. I'll be doing the physical registration in Bulawayo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guasto. Now I had the first.
The first prize for the 42K is the $4,500 US. Yes.
I think I have to start practicing.
You have to. Yeah, and then there's 3,000 for the 21Ks.
4,000
USD
cash.
Prize. Yes, cash.
It doesn't go to the bank, just
cash for you.
I mean, count me in.
It's the biggest sponsorship package yet in Zimbabwe for a marathon.
So, but 42K is.
We are open to people people are slow in registering, but we want to make it
registration. Is it online? Is there somewhere where they can find it?
Yes, we have an online registration, but we have discovered that people are not privy to being online. So I will only give my number so that I give more information.
No problem. I think Men's will do justice and put the number on the screen so that people see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you're saying the second prize.
The second prize is 3,000 something, and then the third they go up to number 5, 2,000, 1,000, and so forth.
I'm tempted.
And then we have got 21 kilometers. Is also 3,500.
Well, it's 2 races.
Yes, 21 kilometers, 3.5, 2.5, 1.5. As we go 5, and then we've got a fun run. Fun run, there's no prize. It's only for fun.
I'm only interested in the one with the cash. Hey, but the 42 kilometer is worrying me.
Yeah, it's only that Hwange is hot, but you cannot see the 42 kilometers in mind because you're
Mr. Ncube, 42 kilometers.
The rest is you come out of the Colliery Stadium. You go out in the town at the train there, you move down, you go to the processing plant and come back again, same route, and come back to the stadium.
42 kilometers is a lot, but
it's a lot. Yes, now
it's like from here to Ntabazintu.
If you think that way, then there's a challenge.
But the prize money is tempting.
Yes.
So, hey.
We want it to be bigger. Our aim is to make it as big as Boston Marathon in the years to come.
Okay.
So I thought I took the project because I knew that this is going to be good. Because if we nurture it well, we know we are starting. It won't be as big as
like the Comrades one or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. But the way we have started, next year might be bigger because we have the resources.
So how many athletes are you expecting on the day?
With them, our plan is to accommodate 1,000 athletes. But we know for now we are hovering around 100 to 200. So,
but still, that's a big number.
Yes, we want more.
Considering that is
because
the first
Hwange has no accommodation, so we have talked to hotels in Forest, and then the colliery will be busing all the registered athletes from Forest to Hwange to do the marathon, and back to their respective places.
So if I register, I'll be booked to a hotel.
You book wherever you want.
I book.
Yes. You book wherever you want.
I thought maybe you're booking.
We offer you transport to come to the race.
Okay.
And then we'll give you the race pack, your T-shirt, your whatever we give you for free.
That's for a good cause, though.
Yes,
that's for a good cause. Yes. I hope this head does not disturb the other head that we have for Lwendulu, because my passion is
You see, as a sports person, it's not something, when we meet education with passion, nothing goes astray. Born and bred in Wangem, and have played with some soccer greats at junior level, at paper level. You understand, you are part of them. Even when they are talking, they're speaking your language.
Yes.
So you know what, Wange was a hub of sporting activities. So I could spend the morning watching athletics training, where we have the Zephaniah Ncube training, Elijah Nkala training. These were the big names in Wange. My neighbor at one point was Zephaniah Ncube. So I understood athletics that way.
Okay.
And then coming to soccer, I used to play soccer and love soccer. And I would spend time with the greats, when they are training, the likes of Fabian Zulu, and then David Peary will be with them, Brian Jova, you carry their bags, and then they know you are their neighbor and so forth. So
yes,
that thing infused with education, you go and study sports, then
it all becomes
new.
Hesh, we can talk and talk until the cows come home. But
true, sports is like that.
Yes, Mr. Ncube, it has been lovely having you. Any parting ways before we?
Yes, I would like to implore people that are developing the youngsters not to be greedy, to nurture them well. The guys don't know anything. They want our direction. We need to be there for them.
Yes.
Let's work hard, and lessen age cheating. Age cheating.
That one is another issue.
Yes.
We did not touch on that one, but it's a story for another day.
Yes, true. So I'm actually against age cheating. I want things to move properly. When things I always say to my homeboy, look at Method Manjari. He started playing football for Wange Football Club at 16 years. There was no need for him to cheat.
Yeah.
He went all the way because it's the person that I saw as a teacher. I saw him. I knew his records. He was my neighbor. So is very proper, and is very possible for somebody to play in his age and make it.
And have a long career.
Yes, and then for those that want to register the marathon, please do so. It's still open.
Yes, the guys, they will put the number on the screen.
Thank
guys, it was a great show. Talked about Lwendulu. I hope to see Lwendulu maybe in the near future. You said 5 years Division 2, but whatever happens, I hope to see Lwendulu still there,
yes,
producing great players.
True.
Yeah, from that part of town, because we've mentioned the great Method Manjali.
Yes.
Came from that side.
Yes.
Also Brian Jovo, now
yes,
part of Lwendulu.
Walter Chuma. Posani Siwanda. You
name them.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the spokesperson for Lwendulu Football Club, Mr. Lunyalalo Ncube. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, share. If ever maybe you've got a comment, you've got a question for Mr. Ncube, put it in the comment section. We'll maybe one day get him back to answer maybe those questions. Is that all right, sir?
I'll be looking forward to. I enjoyed my time.
Yeah,
I'd love to come back.
Yeah, and for those who want to register for the marathon, the number will be on the screen. You can do so even online. We'll take the details from Mr. Ncube, then put them on the screen there. It was an exciting episode. Until next time, guys. Ciao.
Thank you.